I found my fan.
Mine is still chilling under my bed, and I should.
Oh, good. Good. Welcome to The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast, where we put the tea in reality, usually, but you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I think I like that order.
I really like that. I
like the rhyme scheme, yeah. Anyway, I'm Logan Murphy. I say something gay. Gay. Here I am drinking some black cherry limeade.
Ooh.
Out of a bottle for an organization I no longer support. So we're not going to give them any press.
No, I really do like myself like a reddish lemonade. You know, like a pink lemonade or like a red lemonade. It's
truly that.
Yeah. Nonetheless, I am Aneesa Logan, also known as Sam DMV, also known as Sam de Monteverde, your fellow friendly 5'3" trans non-binary Filipino Canadian mentally unstable hot mess hailing all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Scarborough, if you want to be specific. And today, in my lovely SpongeBob mug, I have some Nescafe Gold coffee with some Irish cream. Cause
always a solid choice.
This is my first time ever having like Irish cream creamer. So.
Ooh, thoughts and opinions?
I really like it.
Isn't it great?
It is. It gives kind of like a marzipan kind of taste, and I really love marzipan. So.
Yeah. I just finished my last pumpkin spice creamer. I'm officially out of pumpkin spice. I'm sad. Going back to hazelnut for the rest of the year. Actually, that's a lie. I have vanilla caramel in my fridge at the moment. But we're not here to talk about the drinks we're drinking necessarily. We're here to talk about what I'm going to go ahead and say is one of the weirdest, but one of the coolest national selection processes of the year. We're talking about Belgium today.
Yeah.
Now, Belgium, as of recently, has not been a country to do national selections. I believe their last one was in 2016. Yeah, the last time they did a national selection was 2016.
And that's one of my favorite songs from Belgium.
What? Is that?
That's Lower to Sorrow. What's the pressure? It's underrated. It is super underrated.
I do like that song a lot. Yeah, and that one they only had five. Participants. But so this year they're doing something completely different. Oh, and I have to say, honestly, I really have enjoyed it.
I enjoy it too.
So the process is the broadcaster VTR, I think it is.
VTR, VRT, I don't.
VRT, something like that. The broadcaster internally selected 7 artists for the selection. Each artist came with 2 songs, and then they conducted something called the Euro Club, where they or the Song Club, where they performed the songs for the other artists that are competing in the selection. And then with their help, they chose the song that they would be competing in for the final, which is happening tomorrow at the day that we're recording. Today on the day that this gets released. So today, which is Friday, we finally got all of the songs in full. The last day of Song Club happened today. We finally had all the songs, so we're finally able to film this video. Each artist has chosen their song that they will be competing with tomorrow, and the voting is half and half, jury and televote, as we're kind of used to with these selections. I do, like I said, I really think this sort of format for a selection is really cool. I do like the selections where artists come with multiple songs.
Yeah.
And then they choose. I remember very similar to how Israel did the X Factor last year.
Yeah.
That's the one I think of immediately.
I think of that one too. I'm not sure if it's the exact format, because
No,
I
not at
know,
all.
yeah, because how did they decide the song?
It was voted on, I believe.
Mm.
It was like a preliminary vote, and then they competed in the final, and then the person who won the final won, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the winning songs from Song Club. So the 7 songs that will be competing in the final. We did rank our 3 favorite of the eliminated songs, and we'll be giving a little bit of feedback on those songs intermixed as we talk about the artists, and then giving a little bit more when we do our rankings at the end of the video. But that's just kind of how we're doing it. There's not a perfect way to go about talking about the selection, really, so that kind of felt like the best thing for us to do. So,
especially as people who do not exactly have, or you do, Logan, because you have VPN, but
I do.
me, on the other hand, who does not have a VPN, and does not have access to, I guess, Belgian cable.
Fun fact: I usually set my VPN to Belgium.
I thought you said it to Sweden. No,
It's that was during Eurovision.
Oh,
For everyday uses, it's either Belgium or Germany because they
okay.
tend to have like the widest scope of things. And sometimes Australia, like if I'm watching Australian television. But anyway, again, not a discussion of my VPN, which I have to renew soon. But with that being said, shall we dive in?
Let's get into it.
Cool.
Oh, also,
So,
sorry, before we get into this first song, I do realize last year we did give this series a name, and we never at all have mentioned it.
oh, the currently unnamed Eurovision series.
Yes, or the cues.
I made the playlist this year just Road to Eurovision or Road to Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean that's what it was, the currently unnamed Eurovision series. I just called it Road to Liverpool because everybody else is.
Right.
If I'm being honest, everybody else is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's I love that, and I love the
I
call.
love that.
But
Yeah.
anyway, we're going to talk about them in reveal order because that's just how I did it. So first up, we have Loredana. The song that was chosen for the final is "You Lift Me Up." Her other song was called "I Dream in Colors." I definitely think this was the better of the 2 songs.
I definitely think this was the better of the 2 songs.
By far, no question.
Yes.
I like this. I think this is fine.
That's kind of where I'm at with it as well. I think with a voice like hers, it's so distinct and unique. It's hard to kind of find the right, for lack of a better term, like music to kind of amplify it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I wrote that she has a great vocal. So all of these singers sing live at Song Club, which bodes well for whoever wins.
Yeah.
Because I'll say everybody had a great vocal. I didn't have any negatives on anybody's vocals. There were a few moments.
There are
overall,
very minor, if anything.
yeah. The song felt very 2000s Eurovision.
Yep.
But I did enjoy it. She's got a very captivating stage presence. I just wish, and I've said it all season, and I'm gonna continue to say it. I just wish there was a little bit more substance.
Yeah, I felt the same. I felt the same way towards this as well. So I had a weird like listening process, if you will, because I didn't realize there were actual like live performances until I saw that there was.
Oh, good.
So okay, so for the first like 3 artists that we're gonna be talking about, I did not see their like live performances.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about one in particular that had a really good live.
I did get a clip of her singing this song. already much better than even though it was like a 30-second clip, it was already better than like the actual like whatever recording that I listened to.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I wouldn't be fully upset if she won with this song. It's just not my absolute favorite, but I like it. I would listen to it again.
Yeah, it's not my first choice of listening to it again, but if someone did play it, like I would like listen to it. Yeah, again, her voice is so distinct that it's kind of hard to make it go well with like a beat and a kind of vibe like this one.
Yeah. She came to the selection with two interesting choices for her voice.
Yeah.
Because like I Dream in Colors was just like not at all what I expected, and it didn't really fit her very well.
Nope.
Literally the only thing I wrote down for that song is the only intriguing thing is the classic Eurovision key change.
Yep.
Like that's I literally could not tell you anything else about that song.
Yeah.
This was the correct choice. However, I just don't know if it's going to be the most successful thing for her. But I really like her and I like her voice. And
absolutely. Yeah.
Work. Let's move to Chérine. The song is Ça me nuit pas. It doesn't bore me.
Yeah. And it definitely did not bore me.
No. Her other song was Mon Étoile. My Star. I actually think both of these songs were really good.
So did I.
This was the better song, in my opinion.
Me too. But Mon Étoile does come like relatively close.
It's good. It's good. I'll say what I wrote for that is it feels like the marquee ballad on like a pop girlies album.
Fair.
Because every album has to have at least one ballad. And that's what it felt like for me. Not that it was bad by any means. It was very beautiful. Like, honest to God, if I were to give a perfectly inoffensive, I would give it to Mon Étoile. But Ça me nuit pas, I love this song.
I really love. Yeah, so I listened to Mon Étoile first, and then I listened to this, and this is such a step up from Mon Étoile.
Yeah. This is the kind of like vibe that I feel like she needs to be going for more. Her stage, what I will say, because I don't think you watched the live performance of this.
I did not.
Her stage presence is infectious.
Yes, I saw the little clip of her in that cute blue dress.
It reminded me of RuPaul in the season 8 Drag Race promo. That's what I went to immediately. It's like the same color, same style. I was like, if you watch Drag Race and you know the season 8 promo, comment below because I'm not wrong. But yeah, it's a super catchy song. Like I've had it stuck in my head.
Yeah,
since I started listening to it.
It's not so with a voice like hers. It's like my mind does not like first go to a vibe like this, but she makes it work so well, and it's super well produced as well. And she shows like literally everything that she has in her like realm of singing of it. Just
and the fact that she can hit all of these notes
live,
like it's not like it doesn't go a whole lot of places, but it goes enough places to keep me interested. The thing I like the most is actually when she sings the title line in the chorus where she's like da 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 ça me nuit pas. Like she goes intentionally sharp and I love it. I don't know why, but it's just like it's one of those like cute moments that I'm just like, that's gonna be really memorable for Eurovision audiences.
Yeah.
I'm
really the Ale Ale part I found very catchy as well.
I don't know the lyrics yet. But yeah, no.
Yeah, it was the attitude of it all as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much character put into this.
Yeah. That I honestly, yeah, character is like the big word for this.
It's super yeah, for this final. A lot of character.
This is a strong final.
It really is.
This might be the strongest final. I don't know. I need to talk about
so far.
Yeah.
So far.
Well, we can't talk about her all day, so we have to move on, even though I would like to. But let's move to Hunter Falls. The song chosen for the final is Ooh La La. His other song was called Home. Again, I think this is the correct choice.
I also think this is the correct choice.
Honestly, I think Home might have been my least favorite song of the entire selection.
Of the selection, I think I will agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I just there was some talk singing that I didn't love. It just didn't feel like it fit with the song. This song, however, I'm a big fan of this song.
I'm a huge fan of this song as well.
The vibe is great. He's got a great vocal. The one thing I had a bit of an issue with, and he didn't nail it in the live performance, some of the falsetto moments in the verses felt like they could have been switched out for just regular singing voice.
Right.
Like, I didn't need the falsetto all the time. Mm-hmm. And in the live performance, which I'm going to go ahead and say this was the third of the people you didn't see.
Yes.
He didn't hit all of the notes. He hit a lot of them, but he didn't hit. There were a couple moments where he was a little flat in his falsetto.
Okay.
But overall, like, he's got a great stage presence. He had everybody in that song club like clapping. It was a really good indication of the kind of performer he is. And I'm just a big fan of this overall.
No, I'm a huge fan of this. I think really the only like one like minor critique I have about it, at least from when I was listening to it, the pickup into the chorus felt a bit like rushed.
I will agree.
Yeah, like literally that's my only thing. It just that part in particular just needs to be so more in sync, especially since those lyrics go fast.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, but I think overall it's a great song. This was the right choice for him. I don't necessarily know if it's gonna win. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know either. That's my thing about this as well.
Yeah. But I really like it. I think it's a really well done song. So let's move next to Ameerah. So the song that she chose for the final is the Carnival. Her other song was called Armageddon.
I like them both.
I really like them both. My personal preference, I'm gonna be honest, is Armageddon.
Let me guess. Was it the glitchy voice work?
A little bit. I really like that. No, I just
too.
So this is one of two instances. We'll talk about the other one in a bit. Where my personal taste, I preferred Armageddon. We'll talk about the Carnival, but I felt like Armageddon really showed off her voice a lot better. There was a lot more range with that song.
That is true.
But what I will say, I love the Carnival.
I love the Carnival as well. I think it was I think between Armageddon and the Carnival, it was kind of like showcasing the voice and then showcasing the performer.
Showcasing the personality, I feel like.
And the personality. There she put so much character into this.
The performance was great. She is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Beautiful.
If you get that reference, we can be friends. But no, her vocal was great. I loved the dynamic variance that she was using, where she was going soft in certain places and louder in certain places, especially in the chorus. Like, it sold the vibe. I got the sort of like almost creepiness from it.
Yeah.
What I will say, I wish the song went a couple more places musically.
That's fair.
Just like, kind of like with Armageddon, where she had a lot to show off her range. I wish there was just a little bit more of that sort of technique used in this song, and I hope that if she wins, they do a little bit of a revamp to do that.
Yeah.
There also wasn't a big moment in this song. And I wanted a bit of a bigger moment.
I did notice that too.
But overall, I think this is a spectacular entry.
This is an amazing entry.
We're going to move to Gala Dragot, who is, I believe, 17.
She does not look 17. Those outfits.
Uh-huh. I'm going to butcher this word, so I'm going to have you say it.
Tonkiet?
Tonkiet?
Tankiet or something like that?
Tonkiet, I thought. Okay. So the song that she chose was Tonkiet. The other song she had was Emotion Ollie, which I think is a really cute play on words.
Yeah.
I like both of the songs. Again, I do think this was the right choice.
I'm on the fence about
really.
Because I don't know. To me, they're both pretty it's pretty even.
They're very, very similar. She's clearly got a very distinct style, which I will say I do enjoy.
I love her style.
I could have gone either way.
I could have gone either way as well.
I think the tone is great. My biggest thing, and I had the same concern, if you go all the way back to our very first video from last year, when we talked about Jazinki, I have the same sort of concern that I had with Jazinki from last year from ESCZ that I do with this. I just don't know how it's going to translate to a Eurovision stage.
That's totally fair.
Because I think the song is great.
The song,
I'm a little concerned.
I don't think it's anything to do with the song itself. I just think it's about it at this point. It's taste, because their vibe is so distinct, and
it's not really something we've seen much at Eurovision at all.
But on the other hand, that could be a good thing as well, because it's it's very different than what we have seen.
Because I would say go ahead, sorry.
I'm so sorry. This is the first, so I think this is I saw Ameerah's live. I also thankfully got to see the live performances for this as well. I thought her stage presence was stronger for Tonkiet.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's what did it, ultimately.
That's what did it for me as well. I didn't write much about it because I actually was kind of left speechless. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a really, really good song. In a sea of really good songs.
Really good songs.
I think my personal thing is because we've seen songs adjacent to this, my thoughts immediately go to Roxanne and Victoria.
Right.
Those are the two that kind of fit in they would be on the same planet but different sides of the planet.
Yep.
Of indie spooky girl. No, that's not a formal term, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But this sort of indie alternative, hauntingly beautiful vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And Victoria did well. Roxanne did not for a variety of reasons.
It should have done well.
And should have done well. But I'm really interested to see if this does win, how the delegation is going to move forward with it.
Yeah.
Because I think staging and the way that they present the song will either make this song a top 10 or make it not qualify.
Yeah.
And it could go either way. But I do like it.
I do like it.
Let's move to Gustaph. So the song that he chose was Because of You. The other song he brought was The Nail. This was the better song.
This definitely was the better song.
By a landslide.
Absolutely.
As
much I did like The Nail, but Because of You did not was a huge flora from The Nail.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I thought the vocal was good, the vibe was great, the performance was really great. He hit that high note at the end.
Both of them.
I said, okay, sir. in your hat.
Yeah.
You
Like
got all
literally,
hands in your hat.
I was surprised that he wasn't pitchy
Yeah.
when he got to those notes. Because there were some like minor pitch issues, especially when the lyrics were going
Everyone
quick.
had them.
But everyone had those too. I don't know why. Okay, actually, there's probably a justifiable reason why, but it, especially at the start, it gave me kind of Boy George vibes, and I'm like, eh.
I went to the same place, unfortunately.
Anyways,
who's a better artist we could relate him to? Sam Smith. I'm gonna say
Sam Smith.
That's a great. They are a great comparison, and I would say that's a valid comparison, honestly.
Very valid.
Yeah, I really like this. Again, I don't know how this is gonna stack up.
That's my concern as well. I don't know how it's gonna stack up.
I really don't know.
I really love this vibe though. I think my favorite part was the pre-chorus.
Sure.
Yeah, and he, also very charismatic. I love the backing vocals as well in the chorus.
Yes.
Yeah, very, very well produced.
Very well done overall. Well, we've got one more artist to talk about, and that's the Starlings. The song that was chosen was Rollercoaster, and the other song that they presented was Oceanside. I don't agree with this choice at all.
I really have no idea where I stand with the Starlings.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Oceanside is one of, if not my favorite song from this selection.
Really?
And I love Oceanside. I think the build that they have in the chorus together, the harmonies that they made in Oceanside, I feel like are a lot stronger than Rollercoaster. I'm gonna be honest.
Fair.
I don't find Rollercoaster memorable at all.
Actually, that is kind of true. I do find myself remembering Oceanside more. I felt like Oceanside actually showcased a lot of what they can do vocally, a lot more than Rollercoaster.
Yeah.
Although the music that they sang with for Rollercoaster, I really did like as well.
Sure.
I think what had me with like Oceanside was they immediately started with the octave overlap.
Yes.
And I think, but also I feel like at times their voices didn't necessarily like blend together though.
There are moments in both songs, I would say, where and I'm just curious how long they've been singing together. And I don't know that answer, so if anybody does, please let us know. But like, no clue. But yeah, I'm honestly really disappointed. I will say as well, thanks to our friends at Eurovision World, they're not our friends yet, but I would like to be, where we get all of our information. This is the only instance where the song that was chosen for the final is not higher rated than the song that they didn't choose.
Oh.
It is astronomically different. Rollercoaster has 3.5 stars. Oceanside has 4.5.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Like it's the only instance of that happening, which is kind of unfortunate for them. I don't know how that's going to bode for them, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, with that being said, we've come to the point in our program where we're going to give out some points. So like we said at the start, our 1, 2, and 3 points are going to be our top 3 favorite songs that were not chosen. And then our 4 through 12 points are going to be the songs that were chosen that are competing in the final. So I don't mind starting with my 1 point.
Sure.
My 1 point is Gala Dragot with Emotionally.
Yeah. My 1 point goes to Armageddon.
My 2 points go to Armageddon.
My 2 points go to Emotional Ollie.
And I mean, given my comments just now, nobody's going to be surprised. My 3 points go to Oceanside.
That's totally fair. I figured you would know what my 3 points are, but we're gonna do it anyways. My 3 points go to Chérine with Mon Étoile.
A great song. That was my honorable mention if I had one. So, well, it's really unfortunate that they eliminated Oceanside. My 4 points go to Rollercoaster.
My 4 points also go to Rollercoaster.
Are we gonna have the same top
five?
I think so.
I think we might, yeah.
So my 5 points are going to Loredana.
Copy paste.
Yeah. And I will say from this point, this top 5, I don't care who wins.
Yeah, this top 5 is a strong. I feel like for me it's the top. Actually, yeah, I'll say top 5.
I wouldn't be horribly upset if Loredana won. I would support her. I'd be mad that other people didn't win. Yeah. But I would support her.
For sure.
With that being said, unfortunately, falling in this place, my 6 points is going to go to Hunter Falls.
Copy paste.
I don't think we're going to have the same top 4 in the same order.
I don't think so either.
No. My 7 points go to Gala Dragot.
That's fair. My 7 points go to Because of You.
Yeah. My 8 points go to Because of You.
My 8 points go to Tomcats.
Okay, so here's what's happened. Lewis has come in and like truly messed up our vibes. It's what I'm learning here.
No, but that's kind of what I miss. What I miss about, like, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lewis isn't here.
Lewis,
he's off doing busy shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But it would have been great. It would be like great to have like a lot more contrast, because I know that's like more like
we've been hella disagreeing so far this season.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna disagree again with our placements here. My 10 points go to Chérine.
Wow. Okay. My 10 points go to Ameerah.
Yeah. I'm giving my 12 points to Ameerah. I really just think it was very close, but I've had Carnival stuck in my head more than Samunipa. And that's honestly what did it for me.
Right. For me, 12 points to Chérine. Yeah, no, again, this song showed everything that she's capable of as a singer. Yeah. And even though I only saw like a clip of it, I think she can do well live. I'm sure she can do well as a live vocal as well. I also totally forgot to say this when we were talking about Chérine, but she kind of gave me a bit of like Sandra Kim back when she won Eurovision.
Yeah.
And I really love that.
What year did Sandra Kim win? 81?
86. 86.
I was going to say, is it the 40-year anniversary? No, it's only like, what, 37?
37, yeah.
Quick math. So, that's that. Very shortly, within the next 24 hours after we film this, we'll know who wins. So that's fun.
That's fun.
We typically don't have this tight of a turnaround. There's a couple of them, but you know, this is the first of our season. So thank you for joining us for Belgium Eurosong. We've got plenty more on the way. National selection season is, oh boy, it is here, and it is staying for a couple months.
Yep.
So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, like, share, comment, all that kind of stuff. And with that, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
And if we die tomorrow, what do we have to do for the wicked ways down below? The rhythm
that was Belgium?
That was Belgium.
Gag.